good morning. My name is Renata Tres, and today I would like to share with you a brand new investigation or topic that it came out from job, which is my dad told me about this subject, and I found it very interesting, which is burnout. So first of all, I like to explain what is burnout, which is a psychological syndrome emerging as a prolonged response to chronic interpersonal stressors on the job. This can cause exhaustion, feelings of cynicism, and other symptoms that I will explain a little bit later. But I think it's very important to understand that this is actually um, a really real and important thing in works that can cause you this syndrome. So, just as a fact, 28% of working Americans are currently dealing with burnout, which that rate is jumping to over 54% for people with high pressure careers and such as surgeons and physicians. But it's not just 54%. If we include people with high levels of stress, loss control, and extreme fatigue, the number could be high as 62%, which is a very, very high number. Um, I'm going to explain a little fast, sorry. There are three types of burnout, which the first one is the individual burnout. And this is a self-talk of negative things to yourself. I mean, it's excessively bad things about yourself. The second one is the interpersonal burnout, and this is the difficult relationships with your boss or your co-worker. So it's very hard to you to relate and to create relationships with your co-workers. And the third one, sorry, is the organizational burnout, which is when you have a problem with the job, with what you are doing. That's an organizational burnout. So I told you a little bit more. I will tell you a little bit more about the signs and the symptoms of this syndrome. The first one that I already said, but it's one of the most common ones, is the chronic fatigue and the physical and emotional exhaustion. So this, you feel very tired. You feel even tired, not just like physical. You are tired emotionally. You don't want to go, or you feel just like so stressed. Other one is the cynicism and the detachment. So this is something about the pessimist, and you start being less trustworthy with your friends and with your coworkers and with everyone who surrounds you. And as a detachment, you start trying to run away from the work or the projects. You just find something to get out of the work. And another one is a sense of ineffectiveness and a lack of accomplishment. Like the name says, it's something about you're not doing the job. You just you know you don't have the commitment to your job and to do all your obligations. um, okay, so this is important because there's a lot of articles that says that this is linked with the workplace because the workplace is inducing stress. So this could be part of a responsibility of the enterprise you're working with. So I'm going to just tell you a little bit about two facts or elements, which is they are rude and inconsiderate teammates. They don't care about you. They don't care about what you're doing. They are just like letting everything, um, you know, being like do it yourself, or they don't help you, or you don't have a well team to work with. And the other one is the unfair processors. The processes, sorry. This is actually common because it can lead you to not being rewarded as a worker, as employee. and as an employee, and it could be really bad for you because it can create detachment and apathy because you don't care about your job, or you will not care about your job because you're not being seen. So right now, just to understand how important it is to take care of yourself, I'm going to give you some strategies to protect yourself from burnout syndrome. The first one is to reduce the stressors in your life, like um, try to calm yourself, try to not have like triggers of stress in your life. The second one is get rid of the digital clutter. This is very important because when I read it, I saw like what it has to do with with the syndrome. But it said that when you get addictive or you start using a lot of digital things, you start creating a distance between people and your work, and you start to procrastinate some things. So this will lead to have a bunch of paper for tomorrow, and that will be not great, and will create stress. Use strategies to protect your time. That's the third one, and I found it so interesting because I think that you don't have to say yes to everything. I think it's something about using your time wisely, and to not do extra work, or try to oh yeah, I'll do it, and I'll just pass it for tomorrow, and then you will have your tomorrow work and your yesterday's work, which it can cause you a lot of stress. So sometimes you need to be protector with your time. Even it sounds a little ridiculous, it is true. And the last one is bring some rituals into your life. This could help you to create a environment of good things in your life. By rituals, it means like I don't know, every Wednesday at lunch I'll go to a coffee shop and I'll relax there. I will listen to classic music, or I will go every Saturday and Sunday to yoga or something. You create your own rituals that makes you feel relaxed. So I like, this is the end of the presentation, but I really think this is an important subject that I didn't know about it. I didn't know it was a thing, and just when my father told me that, I said like, okay, I think that everyone should understand that this is a real thing, and this is caused, like, if you don't protect yourself, this could be caused by the work you're doing, or by your boss, or by your job. So you could be a very, you should be, everyone should be alert of all of these symptoms and all of the situation, or the strategies to protect yourself. Thank you very much.